Severe thunderstorms breaking out across the region as we go into your weekend. I'm tracking the threat just ahead.
Remains that were found in central Kentucky last spring have now been identified. The latest in the case ahead.
And police make an arrest nearly 5 months after a man is shot and killed in Lexington.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon on this Friday. Sam Dick and Amber Philpott reporting. It's looking beautiful outside right now, but some big changes are coming as we head into our weekend.
A strong storm system will move into the bluegrass tomorrow, which is why we've declared today a first alert severe weather day. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. How about it, Chris?
Yeah, we're getting you ready for tomorrow's action that will likely bring rounds of showers and thunderstorms and the potential for some of those storms during the second half of the day into the evening, especially to become severe. Live First Alert Defender, clean and calm. Go about your Friday evening plans. Absolutely nothing this evening or into the overnight for you to worry about. Light showers breaking out into parts of western Kentucky now, with some rumbles of thunder showing up from time to time the farther south and southwest that we go from Kentucky. That's in response to a warm front that will make its way into the area tomorrow. Now, that warm front is being pushed by a storm system that is rolling out of the Rockies. Out ahead of that, this is called the warm sector of the storm. That is where we're getting the severe weather that is currently ongoing. Several severe thunderstorm warnings are out for parts of Texas into sections of Louisiana. This storm, though, is going to head toward the bluegrass state as we go into the day tomorrow, and that will allow some of that warmer air to get into areas especially along and south of Interstate 64. So your severe weather threat tomorrow will include the potential for heavy rains. You may get heavy rains tomorrow morning, little break in the action tomorrow afternoon. Then as we go into tomorrow evening, it would be a wind, hail, and even possible tornado threat, especially the farther south that you live across the bluegrass state. So again, everybody with the heavy rain threat, but I-64 and south will have the greatest threat for severe weather second half of tomorrow into tomorrow evening. When I come back in just a little bit, we're going to walk you through that weekend forecast with the hour by hour that continues to get new data into it, guys, so it gives us the latest solutions that it's coming up with.
All right, Chris, thank you. A central Kentucky coroner says human remains found last spring have now been positively identified.
Hunters found the body of Justin Smith from Indiana. Last May, Fish and Wildlife found his abandoned car in rural Anderson County, but it was dental records that confirmed it was Smith. Victor Puente has more details on why Smith was in Kentucky. It's our top story at 4:30.
It's been almost 6 months since those remains were found here in Anderson County. The coroner says they know who that person was, but they still aren't sure how he died. The skeleton was found by 2 hunters near New Liberty Road. The coroner enlisted the help of sheriff's deputies and firefighters to search the wooded area.
And we recovered most of a human skeleton, along with several personal items, including a wallet, cell phone, eyeglasses, and several articles of clothing.
Dr. Tussey located the dental records of the man whose wallet was found, and a forensic dentist was able to match them to those remains. He's identified as Justin Michael Smith from Indiana. His family last heard from him in April of last year.
He called his family on April 27th and told them that he was in the woods in Kentucky and his cell phone battery was about to die.
Tussey says police in Indianapolis had implicated Smith in a mail fraud case, and he told his family he was worried about the charges. He says no evidence of foul play was found, although they don't know for sure when or how he died. He's been in contact with Smith's family.
I think it's important that we were able to give them at least that much closure, that we were able to tell them that, yes, this is your loved one.
In May of last year, a landowner found Smith in a turkey blind on his property. He told him to leave. That was the last time anyone saw him alive. In Anderson County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Smith had told his family he was coming to Kentucky to meet a woman he had met online. Police have made an arrest in a Lexington murder case. 21-year-old Javon McGee was arrested last night with the help of U.S. Marshals. McGee is accused of shooting Joseph Parker to death at an apartment complex on Augusta Court back in December. He will be arraigned this afternoon.
State police have identified a woman found dead during a fire. They say 66-year-old Linda Akers was found inside a burning home on Highway 2030 in the Little Mud Creek area of Floyd County yesterday afternoon. Police tell us Akers' cause of death and the cause of the fire are still under investigation. It was an emotional send-off this morning for more than 40 Kentucky Air National Guardsmen.
They're heading overseas to support military operations in the Middle East. Tim Elliott talked with family members as they said goodbye.
For Stephanie McCauley, August 1st can't come soon enough.
When he comes back, we're getting married, so I'm very excited to see him again. We were actually high school sweethearts, so I've known him most of my life.
But for the next 2 months, her fiance, Daniel Creed, will be overseas serving our country.
Very proud of him. I know he's excited to contribute. Maybe a little nervous, but I'm excited for him and his career and everything he's doing for our country.
These guardsmen are flying to the Middle East in support of Operation Freedom Sentinel.
They've been fully trained to be able to do whatever is necessary, and they do it very, very, very well.
Their mission is to transport troops and cargo in Afghanistan, Northern Africa, and the Persian Gulf. This deployment marks the 6th time in the past 12 years that the Kentucky Air National Guard has sent a crew to support military operations in the region.
This probably is one of the most experienced group of people that exist within the United States Air Force.
They sacrificed as much as I have, and that's why the family is important. They've been there for me, and I've tried to be there for them.
Robert Crump has been a military man for a long time, so his family has been through this before, but it will be the first time he'll be separated from his young granddaughter, Evelyn.
They've just always had a bond. So it's going to be tough on her. I'm nervous for her more than anything. And him. I think it's going to be hard on him, too.
For these airmen, leaving family and friends behind is never easy. But as a member of the U.S. military, it's the sacrifice they make to keep this country safe.
We appreciate everything you do. We know your families are proud of you, Commonwealth of Kentucky's proud of you, and your country's proud of you.
And we hope they're back home safe and sound very soon. These Kentucky Air National Guardmen are expected to be back in the U.S. by early July.
Glimmering hot air balloons were a sight to behold at the Kentucky Derby Festival Great Balloon Fest in Louisville. The Great Balloon Glimmer took place on Waterfront Park's north and south lawns last night. It all leads up to the annual Great Balloon Race tomorrow morning at Bowman Field. Beautiful sight. And the guest list for the prestigious Barnstable Brown Derby Eve Gala has been released. This year's attendees include country music duo and Kentucky natives Montgomery Gentry, R&B group Boyz II Men, and rocker Richie Sambora. NFL quarterbacks Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and his teammate, former UK football player Randall Cobb. Several former Wildcats will also be on hand, including Andrew and Aaron Harrison, Dakari Johnson, Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, and Willie Cauley-Stein.
It is the 25th anniversary of the launch of the Hubble Space Telescope, considered one of the most challenging and successful NASA missions in the history of space exploration.
Mark Albert reports.
Liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery with the Hubble Space Telescope.
25 years ago, the Hubble telescope took off on board Shuttle Discovery, going from great fanfare to near fatal flaw, sending back blurred images that almost doomed the whole enterprise.
The astronauts were able to return to Hubble, repair the optical problem, and we've had fabulous images ever since.
Scientists say the secret to Hubble's success has been NASA's ability to fix broken or outdated components.
Right now, Hubble is more scientifically powerful than ever.
NASA credits Hubble with completely transforming our view of the universe, from measuring the age of the cosmos to proving the existence of supermassive black holes. Hubble's successor, the James Webb Space Telescope, debuts in 2018.
It's going to be able to answer the biggest questions in astronomy today that Hubble just can't quite answer.
Questions like, when did the first stars light up? When did the first galaxies form?
There's no doubt that Hubble has laid the framework for what we'll discover with Webb.
The two telescopes may see some overlap. Hubble should be working for at least 5 more years. And with more than 1.2 million observations, it already holds the distinction of the most scientifically productive spacecraft ever launched. Mark Albert, CBS News, Washington.
Scientists say the Webb telescope will be about as big as a tennis court, bigger than Hubble, which is the size of a school bus, and Webb will observe infrared wavelengths of light which Hubble cannot see. It is the feel-good musical comedy smash that is taking over the Lexington Opera House this weekend.
Deanne Stevens is out and about. Looks like she may have even joined the cast of Sister Act. Hey, Deanne.
Good afternoon, everyone, from the Lexington Opera House, where we are preparing for a great big show tonight. Sister Act will take the stage right here at the Lexington Opera House. 2 shows tomorrow, 2 shows on Sunday. Lou Ann Franklin, it's hard for me to take myself seriously.
It is, and that's what we hope everyone will realize how much fun nuns can have.
Clearly, our nuns are having a ball here this afternoon, preparing for the big show. They said they got to get some exercise before the show tonight.
That's right. You know, they are going to be singing at the tops of their lungs. They are going to be dancing. Mother Superior helps Dolores find her own voice, and they all find a special voice as well. So we think everyone will enjoy this special show this weekend.
This is a comedy. This is a fun show. This is an uplifting show. Talk a bit about that and the feeling folks will get by sitting here in the seats.
Again, the story is so heartwarming, and you see a change come over Dolores and the nuns and the effect that they have on each other. So we know everyone's going to be standing in the aisle singing and dancing and having a great time with the nuns all weekend long.
And everybody's got to be wondering why you and I are dressed up like this. Do I get to sing tonight?
Would you like to sing tonight?
We don't want to ruin the show, Lou.
I could pray.
Yeah. Well, we definitely do that on a daily basis.
Yes,
Clearly not looking like this. I have to mention, because so many folks out there see this young lady, Sheila Kinney with the Lexington Center, is dressed up for us as well. You guys really have a lot of fun downtown Lexington. This is just one of the things that you all are doing to promote things that are happening downtown, Sheila.
We're having a blast, and we've let the spirit move us, taking us all over downtown and all around Lexington.
Yeah.
We want everyone to come out this weekend, though, for Sister Act.
Okay, tickets still available, LexingtonOperaHouse.com. All right, I'm going to get in here. Come on, ladies. Come on. Everybody say, come see Sister Act.
Come see Sister Act
here at the Lexington Opera House. Don't forget, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday as well. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
You know, they're a lot more fun than some of the nuns I had as teachers a long time ago. They could be strict.
She looks good in that outfit.
She does. Yeah, maybe the future. Well, the talk celebrates a milestone now, and David Letterman gets a primetime send-off.
Suzanne Marquez has those stories and more in today's Eye on Entertainment.
CBS is celebrating the career of Late Show host David Letterman. Ray Romano will host a 90-minute primetime special on CBS Monday, May 4th. When he retires on May 20th, Letterman will have hosted more than 6,000 broadcasts over 33 years.
It's a day to celebrate here on the set of The Talk. The cast is crowing about its 1,000th episode here on CBS.
Julie Chen and her co-hosts welcome Alex Trebek as their guest. The group shares cupcakes and memories, looking back at some of the Talk's most unforgettable shows.
Our audience support us every single day, and we are nothing without them.
You can see the full episode later today on CBS. The biting new comedy Happy-ish premieres this Sunday on Showtime. British actor Steve Coogan plays a cynical middle-aged man trying to stay relevant.
Any anger he comes from is because he cares and wants the world to be a better place, and I think people will identify with that.
Philip Seymour Hoffman starred in the pilot, which was filmed before his death last year. And that's your Eye on Entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
ESPN reporter Britt McHenry is headed back to TV this weekend, according to Sports Illustrated. The sports reporter was suspended for a week after a video surfaced of her berating a tow company employee. A surveillance camera was recording as McHenry went off on the worker after her car was apparently towed away earlier this month. She has since apologized for the tirade on Twitter.
Well, the weather may not have been so great at times through this Keeneland meet, but gosh, a beautiful afternoon if you're out there for the last day of it today.
Oh, it was almost perfect, Chris, considering also what's coming soon, right?
Yeah, you know, and considering where we have been and where we started the day, guys, upper 20s and low 30s. It was frosty cold again this morning, 2 days in a row of some frost, but a much better afternoon. So for the good folks out at Keeneland, boy, soaking up this last day with 60 degrees, all things considered, not too bad. You had a little sunshine out there. Sun now beginning to give way to a lot of clouds. Normal high should be pushing closer to 70, by the way, at this time. Humidity is still pretty low throughout central and eastern Kentucky. It's at 30%. Here's Live First Alert Defender. I have nothing that is going on across central and eastern Kentucky. Really not anticipating anything over the next several hours, so your Friday evening plans should be going off without any problems from Mother Nature. That is likely to carry us into the overnight as well. But we do see some moisture now beginning to press in to parts of western Kentucky, western Tennessee. That's going to roll in here early tomorrow, guys. That'll be the beginning of what will be a very active weather day. More on what to expect with the potential for severe weather a little later on. Let's see how that late afternoon, early evening commute is settling in across the Lexington area. Here's Officer Don.
South Broadway near Virginia, there is an injury collision. Actually, this is on Virginia, it looks like, just prior to South Broadway. 2 lanes of Virginia Avenue is blocked, and it's a mess right now near that intersection of South Broadway and Virginia. Crash at Georgetown on the Circle has been cleared on the north side, so now about an 8-minute delay in that area, and that's about it. Now back to you in the studio.
To become a WKYT Live driver and download the Waze app, go to WKYT.com. Under the News tab, click on Traffic for more information. A hotel in the sky and a huge catch. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
How does a full fancy hotel experience at 30,000 feet sound? Now it's possible. Four Seasons has what they're calling a hotel in the sky. It's a luxury jet featuring 52 flatbed seats. Also comes complete with an executive chef, concierge, and guest services manager. The service is now taking bookings for around-the-world trips in 2016. First up is a 24-day, 9-destination jaunt that starts in Los Angeles and ends in London. By the way, the cost $132,000 per person. I was thinking it'd be a great way to go to a Final Four. You know,
oh, we should look into that. Yeah. Absolutely.
We'll also go for that.
I like your thinking. Take a look at this amazing catch off Sanibel Island. A couple reeled in this Goliath grouper. They say they were shark fishing when the giant fish latched onto their line. Luckily, other beachgoers caught it all on camera. They estimate the fish weighs more than 300 pounds. After the pictures were taken, the couple released it back into the water. Goodness gracious.
I know. It looks like she has pretty much a basic reel and rod, and that's amazing.
Yeah, how about that?
Dinner there for many days to come.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Coming up now, WKYT Now at 5 o'clock.